The 25% tariffs on goods exported to the US from India. If we look at Brazil, it is a whopping 50%. We had some pictures, live pictures a moment ago. I think we can possibly bring those in of protests in Sao Paulo. People out there on the streets protesting against these massive 50% tariffs. And let's bring in our correspondent, Ione Wells, who's in Sao Paulo for us. So I understand, Ione, the Brazilian government is getting ready to announce measures as part of contingency plans it's been working on to try to support businesses with these huge tariffs. What more detail do we have on that? And presumably, in terms of public sentiment, as we're seeing from these protests, a lot of people feeling really, really nervous.
Yeah, that's right. There is a lot of anger here in Brazil as a result of these tariffs, largely because these tariffs aren't economic. They are political. Donald Trump in July falsely claimed that the US had a trade deficit with Brazil. In fact, it's the opposite. The US runs a multi-million-dollar trade surplus with Brazil, meaning it sells more to Brazil than it buys from Brazil. And yet it has been hit with these 50% tariffs, although some products are exempt. And the reason for that is that Donald Trump has sort of framed these tariffs as retaliation for the trial of his ally, the former right-wing president of Brazil, Jair Bolsonaro, who's currently about to face trial on allegations he instigated a coup after losing the last election, something that Donald Trump has called a witch hunt and which Bolsonaro denies. The allegations include even a plot to kill the current president, Lula da Silva. Now, the US has announced 50% tariffs, including for coffee, which is, as you can see behind me, you see coffee plants everywhere in the state of Sao Paulo. It's one of Brazil's main exports. Brazil is the largest producer of coffee in the world, and the US buys about a third of its coffee from Brazil. So for producers here, for exporters here, that is going to be a big hit for them, but also going to be a big hit for US consumers too. The expectation is from exporters I've spoken to here that prices will potentially have to go up there, as well as businesses here having to absorb some of that extra cost. There is sort of hope about what contingency measures could be announced to try and support businesses at this time. Although in terms of the reasons for these tariffs, the political reasons for these tariffs, there is no sign at all that the Brazilian government is planning to somehow sort of intervene in judicial proceedings. The Brazilian president, Lula da Silva, has stressed that the judiciary is independent. He has slammed what he's described as foreign interference from the US government. And so far, there is no sign of negotiation